So to finish the eye, what I've used is a white pen. It's a hybrid gel pen, and it's a white pen. So you can mask out highlights on your work before. Just a wee dot of highlighter, masking in a space, but you do tend to have to fix up quite a bit because you get a really hard edge with highlighting, and you always end up with more on the paper than you mean to. So for this one, it's just got this little guy's got a nice highlight in that back corner. So I've just gone in there with my pen and just basically created a shape in there. And then I just put two more little dots along that line where the blue meets the black, and that's enough. And then with whiskers, again, you can mask them, and you can use a masking pen or a really fine brush like these, but you almost only get one use out of them, and then they all get all bonged up. But these are quite nice from the point of view of getting a really fine line for whiskers, but inevitably you have to negative paint around some of them to fine them down. This is another masking, so you can use a really fine brush to do that, but it's a bit hard to. So today I'm just going to use this pen and make sure it's working, and create a few whiskers with that, and that looks as if it's actually working quite nicely. It's actually still quite wet because you don't want kind of really strong whiskers. You just want it to be, oh yes, I've forgotten that rabbits have whiskers. Yes, they do have whiskers, quite a few, don't they? And they come out of all different parts of their little nose, and that'll do, and different angles. And then they have some on the above the eyes. So I'll just do a couple here, like so. Just touch that because it was a bit whiter. You can hardly see that. And that's all. Now the ones that appear from the back of his head, I often just do those in pencil, and it's quite a nice effect. But if you want them darker, you can do them. So like this, these are the ones coming out the top of his eyes, just three. They often have three there. And I'll just do another one that's flicking out here, because obviously if you draw white onto here, you're not going to see it. And then out the other side of his nose, I'll just do a few because they end up being silhouetted like so. And I think that's all you need, really. These pens, these white pens, are really nice if you want to, if you need some little wee white dots, you know, just some little highlight dots on a nose, like so. And you probably can't see those, but I'll lift that up, see if you can see that. But you'll see it on the day. And the other thing we want to do here is just soften around that eye. Now that that's dried out, I'll just go and just soften these edges here, just so that they're not too much of a straight line. I've done quite a nice job of making them a little bit jaggy, but this is the time when you can, and I didn't have it on film before, but I lifted a bit of colour here to lift his little nose up a bit, and now I've added that bit of dark down there, so that's quite nice. It's got quite a goldy kind of light showing through there, so I put a little bit of gold around the outside of that. And you know, it's just a case of then having a little look over. Could do with a little bit more, maybe pencil mark in here, just to make it feel like a little bit more fluffy there, and down into here. Doesn't have to all be fine paint lines. A little bit of suggestion of pencil lines is quite nice. And I think our little guy is just about done. Oh, this is one here. I'll just do this out here. There's a few little whiskers going out there. So that is our hair pretty much done. So now we'll move on to what are we going to do with the background, if any.